Hi, my name is Jane Powell. Welcome to Community Connections, brought to you by the Greater Kanawha Valley Foundation. This is a show showcasing community involvement, and we have a great topic today. We are going to learn about activities that are happening downtown. Bryan Cooper, welcome to the show, Bryan.
Thanks, Jane. Thanks for having me.
Bryan, you are Director of Arts Amplified.
I am.
So today we're going to learn a little bit about Arts Amplified, and as kind of the umbrella of a lot of other events that are happening in Charleston.
Sure.
All right, so let's talk about that big umbrella, Arts Amplified.
So the organization, our whole mission is connecting community, businesses, and artists to build a better creative economy for Charleston.
I love that.
Thank you. It's a fun little thing. And that happens in a lot of ways. You know, we have many grants for artists. We're connectors between artists and businesses. We do programming, which is what we're going to talk a lot about today. And some of that programming are things that we just help people with, such as Holly Jolly Brawley. We're the arts component of that, so we do all the arts coordination and the music and the light shows and stuff like that. And then recently for Art Walk is back, and we're the little connector in that, where we help all the businesses who want to participate in Art Walk find local artists through our website, artsamplifiedwv.com.
Right. So really, Arts Amplified takes an artist and takes a business and puts them together.
Yeah, we connect artists to business and paying opportunities all the time. Be it a community organization wants to work with artists, or 5th Street wants to put a mural on the side of their building close to your office. They would work with us. They did work with us a little bit to make an application process for them to get their artists. We share that information and help them get someone there to do those kind of things.
That's great. And a lot of that happens through your website.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is very interactive.
Yeah.
And if you're techie, you understand it. And I'm going to learn it, I promise.
You're getting there, Jane. You're getting better.
All right. So we've got that big umbrella of Arts Amplified. And we talked about Holly Jolly and some of the other events. But it's summertime now.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen this summer?
So City Center Live, that is a programming piece that is the largest programming piece that we do on our own. And with the help of the city, of course, and other contributors. But City Center Live is their summer of events. It starts July 14th this year. Okay. It'll go for, I don't know, till like early October. And you're talking about 40-ish events through the whole summer. All free events. It's a lot of events. All free events. They happen on Thursdays, sometimes Fridays, but not very typical. Saturdays and Sundays always. So Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty much the whole summer starting July 14th. And it's a huge variety of stuff. When we thought of the idea, we didn't want to have just like music every time. We have a lot of music. But we also have line dancing night. We have theater night. We brought a murder mystery into it last summer. We're going to bring that back again this year. Anybody can come out. It's a free night of a murder mystery game. It's a lot of fun. We have family game nights. It's just a big variety of events that last all summer long, basically.
So I went to a dinner and the theme was murder mystery, and that was crazy, but it was fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. Last year we had a murder in the park. It was a little bit of brewery, a lot of drama between some brewers. A murder happened in the park. Everyone played for about an hour and a half until they solved it. Actors were running around the park doing stuff. It was a really good time. And this year, like I said, there'll be another one. I think this one's going to be focused around an archaeological dig. So everybody can come out to the park, see what the archaeologists discovered, and hope nothing goes wrong.
Oh, yeah, so that's really fun. And I know you do have a lot of music.
Yes.
And you mentioned that they start on Thursday, but not so much on Friday. But there's Live on the Levee on Friday.
Right, there's Live on the Levee on Friday, and we'll start adding a couple, because Live on the Levee will be ending a little bit earlier than normal this year. And once that happens, we will be doing some Friday night events, just because there were things going on in town that we thought we might as well give the people something to do on a Friday night.
Right.
Yep.
Great reason to come downtown. Great reason to invite people to Charleston.
I know. I mean, the park, if you haven't been to the park yet, City Center Park, it's what used to be Slack Plaza. You should definitely come check it out. It's a beautiful park, and if you're there through the summer, you're almost going to land there for sure on a day that something's going on.
So when we say City Center Live or Slack Plaza, it is there on Summer Street, identified by the wonderful characters that welcome you as you enter the park. And there is the built-in stage there.
Yep.
And a pretty flower wall,
Yep.
and
Beautiful.
so it's very inviting.
It is. Great swings. Our kids love to go there.
Yeah.
Anytime we have people from out of town, or our kids have friends from out of town, one of their favorite places to take them is to Summer Street now and hang out in the park and just go do downtown stuff.
Yeah, that's fun. So I know that you have your events calendar full for this summer. But if I'm an artist and I'm just learning about Arts Amplified and I'm just learning about these opportunities, how do I get in touch? What do I do?
So the website really works on two ways. Artists can go and register for free. So if you're an artist and you want to share whatever it is that you do, you go to Arts Amplified WV. There's a little link at the top that says Add My Art. You click there and you set up your artist profile. And that can be for visual artists, literary artists, musicians, culinary artists, performing artists, whatever it might be. So you add your profile, and then that profile exists, and people can come look at it. And that's the other half of it, is that if a business or someone or a nonprofit wants to find an artist, it's really easy to go and say, I want to find a visual artist. And you click visual, and then you can even narrow that down further and say, I want someone who does glass work or chalk or whatever it might be. And you can just filter it down, or maybe you want a jazz quartet to come perform at an event. And you can see the list of all the local musicians and artists that are in Charleston who are available to do that. And there's a lot. I mean, I think our artist rolls right now are close to 200 local artists are signed up. So there's a lot to look at.
Yeah. So it really does make it nice because if I'm not exactly sure what I want, I can kind of get a feel for what's available and when it's available and how to reach that.
Yeah, and I mean, and I'm guilty of too of and I'm sure you have to, you start working with some people and then it just becomes easy to keep working with those people, which is great. But sometimes I love going and just seeing who is different and who I haven't looked at or seen lately and looking at their work. Because I do it all the time, honestly. It's fun to just scroll through and look at all the different talented people we have in Charleston.
Right, yeah, it's really quite amazing.
It is.
So artists register there.
Yep.
The person looking for the art can find it there, all on this website. But then there's also a calendar on the website.
So recently we went through a strategic planning process. And as part of that, we had several listening sessions with different stakeholders and people through the community. And in every one of those meetings, a topic that was brought up was the lack of an arts event calendar for Charleston and to see what was going on. So we took that to heart and we really started working on that. And about a month ago, we launched our first arts calendar. It's all local art events. If you go to artsamplifiedwv.com, you click events at the top and you'll see a calendar of all the art events that's going on. There's also a newsletter. You can sign up right at the top and we'll email you every Monday what's going on in Charleston art this week. And it's a lot. It's a lot more than I even realized.
Well, yeah. But how cool. So if I'm bored, imagine that I can go and look on this calendar if I'm restless, find something to do. But if I have friends that want to come to Charleston, I'm like, oh, come this weekend. All of this is happening.
It's actually super easy to say, here's if you had friends coming on a certain weekend, you could see that weekend, send them a link, and they could see everything that's going on, and you guys could start planning your weekend events.
Yes, I really like it that way. Because I love showing the city off and everything that's happening.
And I mean, I'm serious. Every Monday when that newsletter gets populated and I look at what's going on, I quickly realize it's truly impossible to do all the art things that's happening in Charleston on a weekly basis. There's just too much. I mean, there's so much going on, you could not do it all. It's great.
But that's fun. But that's why
perfect.
So you pick an event this week and then you pick a different one next week.
A little something for everyone.
Yeah, I love that. Tell me some of the things to look forward to.
So City Center, that's like I said, starts July 14th. There's quite a bit of things coming up this year. We've always done brunch and jams. We're doing a couple of special brunch and jams this year that I think are
so Brunch and Jam.
So Brunch and Jam.
I love the name.
It's so funny. We don't start those until September, but it's a Sunday music series in the park. You come around brunch time, there'll be food vendors, there'll be a mimosa stand, and there'll be live music. And a couple of the special ones we have this time is we're doing a Jimmy Buffett tribute in September to mark the passing of Jimmy Buffett. And we're also in September doing a halfway to St. Patrick's Day brunch and jam. So everybody can come out and celebrate that as well.
Halfway to St. Patrick's Day, okay.
And we're also we're doing a story time with Bill Lepp, one of the events this summer too. So a couple of different little things in City Center to look forward to. Open Sky Open Mic, that's our open mic night every other Thursday during City Center. It's great to come out and see the young, talented people of Charleston performing for everyone.
Wait, now when is open mic?
Those are on Thursday nights. during
Thursday
City Center,
nights.
Yep. Thursday nights alternate between open mic and line dancing. So
Okay.
whichever one you come on, you'll either be listening to someone or getting up and line dancing. It's up to you.
All right.
But the open sky open mics are really fun to come out and see people performing that you've probably never heard of before. And it's shocking sometimes how talented they are. I remember recently someone performed for the first time ever in front of anyone, and you would have never guessed it in a million years. Like, just so talented. Where have you been the whole time?
Wow.
It's really fun.
And good experience for
Yeah,
them.
of course. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. And so line dancing. There's music,
Yep.
and someone leads line dancing?
Yeah, we have a couple of different people leading line dancing. We even have a salsa night this year coming up. And the line dancing is everything. It's country, hip hop, oldies. It's the whole gamut of music. There'll be
great.
something for everyone who wants to come out.
Okay. So these happen in Slack Plaza,
Yep.
a city center. What happens if it rains?
So we haven't had much backup plans in the past. They've often been canceled. But we've recently partnered with Folklore Music, who is now on the corner of Summer Street. So if it's in a music event and then we can move it indoors, then we'll probably be moving it to their location for music events. Other things like theater and such that are too big to move like that, we'll just have to cancel them. But hopefully it won't rain. That's what we hope every time.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Oh, man.
Come on, memory. Let's go memory.
Okay.
Okay, give me a couple if you got to.
It's a in general memory, which is
Yeah, that's good.
on multiple occasions one of my favorite things to see happen in the park. Line dancing night or theater or music or whatever it might be. Murder mystery was a fun one like this too. Is to see the people walking down the street with their leftovers from wherever they had dinner or their Ellen's ice cream that they're eating, just thinking they're going to walk through the park to wherever they're going. And then they get there and they stop and they have this puzzled look on their face and they kind of bend their necks and see what's going on. And then slowly they make their way into the park and then they sit there and enjoy the rest of their evening as a surprise of, I didn't know I was going to get to do this tonight. So that's probably my favorite thing.
That's a good one. My favorite is just watching everyone have a good time.
Yeah, it's great. It brings the town together. It's really fun.
So Arts Amplified is the umbrella.
Yep.
And that is also the place where artists register their businesses, their crafts.
Yep.
And I say craft as
Sure.
in a skill.
Skill, yeah.
And where I go to find
Yep.
what I'm looking for
Yep.
in the arts community. And that's Arts Amplified West Virginia, or excuse me, artsamplifiedwv.com.
Yep.
And while I'm there, looking for artists and getting great ideas, I can check out the calendar
Yep. And sign up for the newsletter.
and sign up for the newsletter, which comes out on Monday.
Yep.
And it gives me a heads up of all the things that are happening
Right.
this week. And then under that, I say umbrella, but under the Arts Amplified organization is a project, City Center Live.
Yep.
And that's in conjunction with the City of Charleston.
Yep.
You're working with them to create all these events that are happening at City Center Slack Plaza.
You got it.
And if I don't go to the website, you have social media?
Yeah, Arts Amplified WV, you can find us on all the social media. And City Center Live are also there. And citycenterlive.com is its own website too. So if you just want to see the City Center Live stuff, just go to citycenterlive.com and you'll see specifically those events there.
Okay.
But they're on the big calendar too.
All right, so big calendar, Facebook.
Instagram. Yep.
Yep, I can check out social media, find out everything that's going on. Bryan, you're a busy guy.
It's a busy town.
It is. There's no reason for anyone to be bored in
No,
Charleston.
not a chance.
Yeah, so all right. ArtsAmplifiedWV.com, check it out. Check out the events happening at City Center. We want your summer to be full of activity and fun. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Community Connection, brought to you by the Greater Kanawha Valley Foundation. We'll see you next time.